Hello, friends. Wonderful greetings of the day to all of you. I hope you all are doing excellent in terms of your holistic health. So, here I, Kunal Nagpal, would like to welcome you all once again to our amazing academic session. Dear friends, as all of us are quite aware of the fact that worldwide Go Green Drive is going on, wherein almost every nation across the globe is trying to explore the non-fossil fuel energy sources, just with the basic intent to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, for maintaining the overall ecological balance of the planet. We need to reduce the carbon emissions into the atmosphere. This is basically the need of the hour, the call of time, the call of nature to act now in this particular aspect wholeheartedly. Also, a few years back, United Nations had formed a group of 193 member countries with a noble intent to attain the Sustainable Development Goals. That is, 17 Sustainable Development Goals were set with great analysis, right? And as per the recent report of the UNDP, India's progress has been substantially well in comparison to the other countries' progress, keeping in mind the overall global turmoil going on. Also, the recent ongoing crisis of Ukraine-Russia war has also accelerated our efforts towards exploring the non-fossil fuel energy sources because of the supply chain disruptions caused due to the war. Because these supply chain disruptions have majorly affected the food and energy sector worldwide. So, my dear friends, we need to accelerate our efforts in this particular direction with more energy, with more zeal. So, in today's discussion, we will be analyzing in detail the overall progress of the Indian economy towards the adoption of the EV technology, that is the electrical vehicle technology in the automobile sector, right? So we also know that our respected minister, Mr. Nitin Gadkariji, is actually trying his best to incorporate the non-fossil fuel energy technology into the automobile sector, into the energy sector as a whole. So it's the need of the hour to shift our gears towards this particular aspect. Steering the electrical vehicle technology revolution in India. India's electrical vehicle market could hit $206 billion by 2030, but a big investment and policy push is actually needed for production and improving infrastructure. The auto industry is actually the backbone of several developed economies, driving the manufacturing operations with the thriving ecosystem that it creates. India, also a part of the club, has its auto industry contributing to nearly 49% of its manufacturing GDP and employs almost 32 million people. It's a great success. The sector is currently seeing momentum of another kind, that is, a marked shift towards electric vehicles. A large section of the automobile industry is actually launching EV vehicles. Companies hope to double the EV sales by over 1 million for the current financial year. according to a study by CEEW Center for Energy Finance. The EV market in India is basically expected to be worth $206 billion by 2030. However, the road to achieving that goal would be a seamless one if it is able to overcome a few hurdles on the way, which include high cost, power shortage, inadequate infrastructure, and taxation challenges. I repeat once again the points we need to ponder on, that is, the basic points we need to work on in order to make EV technology a success in India. That is to achieve our dream of basically hitting $206 billion by 2030 for the India's EV market. So what are the main challenges we need to face with full enthusiasm? High cost, that is high cost of installation and overall operationalization of this particular technology. Second is power shortage. Third challenge is the inadequacy of infrastructural facilities. And fourth is taxation challenges. The report states that India's e-mobility includes 70% of all commercial vehicles and 30% of the private cars. Nearly 40% of buses and 80% of 2- and 3-wheeler would translate to 102 million electric vehicles by 2030. These results are basically generated after the thorough analysis of the Indian automobile market with respect to the electrical vehicle technology. Now let's discuss the hurdles in EV adoption in the Indian economy. EV adoption as it stands today has been largely metro-centric. One of the factors that stop it from being a mass adoption is actually the cost factor, where a 2-wheeler or 4-wheeler EV is highly priced than a regular vehicle. The lack of charging stations is also seen to be a huge hurdle in widespread EV adoption. So, if India needs to achieve its zero emission target, it will actually require a marked shift to electric mobility, and this would require at least around 4 lakh charging stations. As of now, the country has 1,640 operational public EV chargers. That is, these chargers are spread across cities like Surat, Pune, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, and Chennai. So the electrical vehicle charging infrastructure on the highways will add to the comfort for long distance drivers. Now, what are the proactive measures for this particular technology in the Indian economy? The government has actively been pushing for the EV adoption with its various policy initiatives and schemes like faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electrical vehicle technology, that is FAME, F-A-M-E, FAME 2 and production linked incentive, which have been designed to boost domestic manufacturing of advanced technological products and attract the investments. But the Indian automobile industry needs to accelerate the innovation aspect. Also, if we talk about the developed and developing countries, when it comes to skills and innovation in the automobile industry, we need to work really hard. So to help advance in innovation, India could replicate the environment of Israel, which promotes innovation like accelerated programs that are in sync with innovation at universities, so that more and more people come up with ideas. There should also be a push for technology along with investment in R&D, that is research and development. One of the key highlights of the year's union budget was the announcement of the government's plans to introduce battery swapping or battery as a service. It's a cost-effective solution where instead of charging, EV vehicle owners can basically swap the discharged battery with a charged and functional battery. This will not only improve the overall prospects in terms of efficiency of the electrical vehicle ecosystem, but also fuel the Make in India goals, as it will not only include EV owners but also the manufacturers, that is BAAS, operators and service providers. It will also boost our initiative of Make in India. That is the theme propagated by our respected Prime Minister of Make in India, or Atmanirbharta. So in order to reduce the carbon emissions, the government should also explore the fuel alternatives for usage. These include CNG and ethanol, which can also be incentivized. So if the Indian automotive industry needs to maintain its foothold on the world map, the transition to e-vehicles is necessary and needs to be fast-tracked. The states like Maharashtra have already taken commitment to enhance the usage of electrical vehicles and are actively pursuing it. Building a strong incentive ecosystem that can be accessed by everyone, along with the policies and the technological innovations, will make the Indian EV market a force to reckon with on the global playfield. So, my dear friends, this was the basic discussion highlighting the main points we need to incorporate in order to make EV technology a success in the Indian economy and to achieve our dream of hitting nearly $206 billion by 2030 in case of India's EV market. So we have also discussed in detail the overall SWOT analysis for this particular industry. So I hope the insights which we have shared in this particular session would be quite productive for your overall utilization. Thank you so much. Namaste.